To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on that?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
You're 105.
Do you know what? There's only one word for that.
Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat! Come on, I'm coming! You couldn't run the length to yourself!
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club. Friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Hello to you all and a very warm welcome. Now this year Jimmy Cricket is celebrating 50 years in the entertainment business and we went along to his special show at the Plaza Theatre in Stockport. But first up tonight, the Irish Consulate in Manchester arranged a lovely celebration for St. Patrick's Day at the Manchester Hall. And the Irish community from right across the north of England was very well represented.
Welcome to our St. Patrick's Day celebrations, which I'm sure you will agree have got off to a spectacular start with Fianna Phádraig Pipe Band all the way from Wythenshawe. A really hard act to follow. Your presence here this evening is further confirmation of the importance of the contribution of the Irish community to each of your great cities and boroughs. And it's also testament to the strong connection between the north of England and Ireland. Thank you for being with us. Anyone who's a fan of Irish football, and by football in this instance I mean soccer, not Gaelic, will know that the Republic of Ireland women's national football team secured a spot in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup for the first time. So tomorrow, Diane Caldwell, manager Vera Pauw, and former international Paula Gorham will represent the team as Grand Marshals of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin. So Ireland will be playing their opening match of the tournament on the 20th of July against the hosts Australia in Sydney. No pressure. And the game has already had to be relocated to the largest venue of the tournament, Stadium Australia. I know this because thanks to the move and thanks to my Australian husband, Harry, I now have tickets to the game. So I look forward to seeing the girls down under if I don't see them tonight. I am truly delighted to be joined this evening by the Duffy Travis King Academy of Irish Dancing, all the way from St Helens, under the stewardship of Nicola King and Margaret Maloney. For our Irish community, those who have made their homes outside Ireland, St. Patrick's Day is an important chance to connect with our Irish identities, with other members of the global Irish and with Ireland itself, as we all celebrate together those things that make Ireland a home for us, no matter how long we've been away. Here in Britain, St. Patrick's Day not only celebrates Irish heritage, but also provides an opportunity to recognise the huge contribution and positive impact the Irish community has made on all aspects of British society. The Irish have contributed immensely to areas such as business, culture, the arts, as well as health and public services. Many who have contributed so richly are with us today, and it's worth noting that over 500,000 individuals on the island of Ireland currently reside in England, Scotland and Wales, and of course millions more are proud of their Irish roots. Now that the Consulate is becoming well established, we have the opportunity to highlight and celebrate these connections and contributions, and the last year has certainly been a busy one in that respect. This time last year, for those of you who were here with us, we were joined at our St. Patrick's Day reception by Minister of State Sean Fleming. Just a couple of weeks later, we welcomed Mayor of Greater Manchester Andy Burnham and Mayor of Liverpool City Region Steve Rotherham to Dublin for an incredible joint visit that celebrated many of our connections and created many new ones in music, sport, business and the arts. In October, we had the first ever Irish naval visit to Newcastle. And as we boarded the Ellie William Butler Yeats for an evening of Ceol agus Crack, it was a wonderful occasion to celebrate the Irish contribution to Tyneside. Manchester has been home for the last 20 months, not just for me, but for my family. And I'm also delighted to be joined this evening by my husband, Harry, and 2 of my 3 children, Tara and Ailish. And I was told if I didn't mention them, they'd never come again. So, ladies and gentlemen, this year we are marking 100 years of Ireland in the world, a century of our country's engagement as an active member of the international community in the promotion of democracy, peace and security. We are marking 3 major anniversaries: the centenary of Ireland's joining the League of Nations, the 50th anniversary of our accession to the then European Economic Community, and the 25th anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement. The Good Friday Agreement was a very significant shared achievement by the British and Irish governments, the parties in Northern Ireland, and the people of the island, which was also made possible by the enduring support of our international partners. It is a priority for the Irish Government to protect and restore the power-sharing institutions of the Good Friday Agreement after over a year's absence. As many of you will be aware, recently the EU and the UK reached agreement in principle on a new way forward on the Protocol on Northern Ireland, to be known as the Windsor Framework. And Ireland welcomes this agreement, which is based on jointly agreed solutions that comprehensively address the concerns that have been raised by people and business in Northern Ireland. This agreement paves the way for a new chapter in EU-UK relations, as well as improved British-Irish relations. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that distinguishes Irish people is that when we look to celebrate our National Day, we invite others to do so too. Irishness on St. Patrick's Day is a state of mind, and one that is open for others to join if they feel so inclined. There's nothing more for me to do than to wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day.
Well done to everyone at the Irish Consulate for arranging a lovely celebration. We hope you've all enjoyed it. Now we're going to take a break and we'll see you in a few minutes.
To me, Irish people are the funniest in the world. They just are.
Oh, this looks amazing.
I just love any food that comes with its own home.
Everyone's a comedian.
Anything else?
Some greens.
What do you think I am? A juggler?
Stunning. Inspirational. Would you look at the brushstrokes on it?
I think the reason I see comedy in everything is because I was surrounded by it growing up.
That's good.
You wouldn't know we're 105.
Between us. Do you know what? There's only one word for that. Absolutely cracker.
Hi, how are you?
In Ireland, one of the greatest compliments you can give someone is to describe them as a character.
If you find any pearls, give them to me, okay?
Come on, Slowcoat. Come on, I'm coming. You couldn't run a leg to yourself.
Because as every writer knows, it's the characters you remember long after you've forgotten the story.
Fill your heart with Ireland. Discover more at Ireland.com.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
The Warrington Irish Club, a friendly and welcoming club keeping the Irish culture alive. We have Irish and country music every Saturday night, tribute nights, race nights, charity nights and karaoke. All live sports are shown on big screens. We have snooker, dominoes and crown green bowling teams along with arts and craft. Pop in for a friendly welcome and book your event at the Warrington Irish Club. Give Frank a call on 01925 243 363.
Mulligan's Funeral and Monumental Services are a family-owned funeral service first established by the late Brian Mulligan in 1996. We provide funeral homes in Gorton, Manchester and Reddish, Stockport, and we pride ourselves on giving a friendly and professional service to all the families who use our service. Contact us on 0161 432 0809.
Welcome back. Now this year Jimmy Cricket is celebrating 50 years in the entertainment business, and we went along to his very special show at the Plaza Theatre in Stockport.
Are you looking forward to going on your holidays this year? Lovely. I've just been on a foreign holiday. It was a split week. 3 days in Spain and 3 days in Manchester Airport.
Jimmy, here we are at the Plaza in Stockport celebrating 50 years of your career.
Yes, Martin, and I want to thank you for some of the features you've done for me over the years for the Irish in the UK, and as you rightly say, this beautiful Plaza cinema and variety theatre, and it's here. It's very exciting today because we have one of the best choirs in the whole of Lancashire, the Do Your Thing Choir.
Hooray!
And they're going to be on the show. They've got some lovely songs to sing, and they've actually going to have their special Wellingtons, and they'll be do-dee-doo-doo-doo-dee.
set up Do Your Thing 11 years ago for anyone who loves to sing, so we're a community choir. Recently we've had a kids choir and a youth choir as well, so it's just for anyone who loves to sing. So we get together every week and have a great time singing great songs. We've got children as young as 6 who've never done anything like this before, who are really looking forward to it as well, so it's going to be a magical afternoon.
These lovely theatres, they wouldn't exist without the volunteers. There's an old saying, you know, folks, there's no bigger heart than the heart of a volunteer. And the Plaza has volunteers in spades. We've always had good turnouts here, which is always a great blessing, that people still enjoy the family, clean, wholesome humour. There's always a market for it, you know.
And you've performed so many times here at the Plaza during your career.
I have.
It's like home to you, isn't it?
It is. It's like coming home to a family.
I was in the doctor's waiting room one day, and a little man came in like this. And 5 minutes later, he came out of the doctor's surgery like this. I said, little man, that went into the doctor's like that and came out like that. What exactly did the doctor do? He said he gave me a bigger walking stick.
You performed at the London Palladium. What was that like?
Oh, yes. I mean, it has such a history. It just had such a history, Martin. I was blessed. Jimmy Tarbuck was compering.
I've been for a job. He said, where do you come from? I said, Ireland. He said, have you lived there all your life? I said, not yet.
And one of the nights I was on, the Everly Brothers were on, would you believe? And now here is a true story. Later on, about a year and a half later, my friends and I, Dusty Young, the comedian, and his wife Carol, and my wife May, we went over to New York on a holiday, and we were staying at the Hilton Hotel, and I noticed I came down the foyer on my own, and there was a very familiar figure leaving in his key, and he walked outside. I went to the reception, I said, who's that? She said, oh, that's Phil Everly. So I ran out. I was a bit worried. I door-stopped him in the street. And I wasn't sure, because I said, Phil, I'm Jimmy Cricket, and we worked the London Palladium. And I thought for a minute, with all the traffic, New York, muggers, whatever it was, but he held his hand and he said, lovely to see you again, Jimmy. And I said, where are you playing? And he pointed across the street to the Radio City Music Hall where he was doing a show. That's in my new book, by the way, called Memoirs of an Irish Comedian. Come Here, There's More, the story of Jimmy Cricket, which can be bought on Amazon now. You can tell all my story from my growing up, being born in Cookstown, moving to Belfast, how I sort of started off as a redcoat in Mosney in County Meath, how I came over, did all the northern clubs, and then I got a break on television on a talent show called Search for a Star, and that was a great, I came into people's living rooms after slogging 8 or 9 years in the clubs, and then 3 or 4 before that on the holiday camps. You know, there's an old saying, Martin, the only time you start at the top is when you're digging a hole.
Oh, by the way, I'm wearing one glove because I heard the weather forecast. He said today was going to be sunny, but on the other hand it might be cold. And it's jokes like that one are keeping me out of the big money, you know that.
We've been running for around 25 years and we are performing arts school in the centre of Stockport, so we do classes from age 2 right up to 18 in ballet, tap, jazz, street dance, all the dance styles available, and then we are also a sixth form performing arts school, BTEC college during the day as well. There's 14 of our juniors today. They've just come straight from a competition, so they've done the dances already this morning, and but they roughly practice about 4 or 5 times a week.
I've known Jimmy Cricket now for about 25 years. Marvellous man. We met through Francis House Children's Hospice, where I've raised all this money for him. 21,000 short of $250,000. But Jimmy has been marvellous all over the years with me, helping me with shows to raise the money for Francis House. So I can't say a bad word against Jimmy at all. Absolute wonderful man. On the 18th of April, we've got Stars in Your Eyes come out for Francis House. I've got Herman's Hermits, The Foremost, Nancy Ann Lee, and all the money is for Francis House. We're doing very well with the tickets, but if anyone would buy any more, I'd be more than grateful.
How can they get them?
You can get them here at the theatre. Okay. At the theatre, no problem whatsoever.
He said, look at this. I've had a bill from the gas board. I said, show me. What does it say at the bottom? He said to be paid within 5 working days. I said, are you working? He said, no. I said, well, don't pay.
I keep saying, if I can get to $250,000 before I conk out, I'll be happy.
So how many of you actually in the choir?
It's a good question. I think in total we probably have over 100, which is fabulous, and I think there's around 70 of us today.
Now, if people wanted to book you, how can they do that?
Yes, so if you go to www.DYT, which stands for Do Your Thing, choir.co.uk, you'll find all of our information on there.
My good lady, well, she's my road manager. She's sound and lighting when we turn up at clubs. She sings in the show. If I wasn't married to her, I couldn't afford her. That says it all. No, we love her to death. And next year, we'll be celebrating 50 years married.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we'll have to have another we'll have to have another show, everybody.
Jimmy, many congratulations, honest to God, on all the entertainment you've given us down over the last 50 years. Well done to you, mate. Well done.
A pleasure, Martin. Pleasure.
Congratulations, Jimmy, on celebrating 50 years in the entertainment business. What a wonderful achievement. Well done to you and to all your family. Now, we'll be back next Thursday evening with the Irish in the UK at 7:30, and just before us, Henry McGlade is here with his show from County Mayo at 7 p.m. Until then, take good care.